Hey, Matt Morris at mattmorris.com. Thought I'd record a show for you on what to say to your prospect when they are hesitant to look at your network marketing opportunity. And, it's a sad reality that many people are nervous, they're hesitant, they're skeptical for whatever reason just to look at anything. And, people have that fear, and they've got some, I guess in their mind, it's kind of like they've got risk. There's risk associated with looking at your opportunity. Now, who knows what the risk is? Maybe it's a risk of time. Maybe it's a risk of the fact that they feel like they're going to get high pressured. People are fearful of high pressure sales, right? And so that may be a factor in their mind. And I'm going to give you something that my mentor told me many, many years ago. And it's something that I'm going to give you a couple things that really allowed me to increase my results when it came to having people look at my opportunity. And so number one was when people are hesitant, if they are a friend of yours. This is something where not just an acquaintance, if they're a friend, realize that what may be going in their mind is they believe you're going to really try and, talk them into it, to get convinced, things like that. And so, here's what I would recommend you say is this. Say, whatever your friend's name, say, John, I'm not asking you to buy anything, do anything, or sell anything. I'm just asking you to look because it's important to me. Can I count on you for that? Okay? Let me say it again, and then we'll break down the psychology behind it. So I'm not asking you to buy anything, do anything, or sell anything. I'm just asking you to look because it's important to me. Can I count on you for that? See, when you say, I'm not asking you to buy anything, do anything, or sell anything, you're basically just asking them to look, right? They decide on their own whether they want to do anything or not, buy anything or not, sell anything or not. So you're not asking them to do anything, you're just saying, hey, look at it. So that takes away a little bit of a risk. And then the friendship side kind of comes into place when you say, because it's important to me. See, when you give the word because, there's a great book called Influence by Robert Cialdini. And if you read that book, it talks about the power of the word because. And people are more likely to do things if you give them a reason. Now, when you say because it's important to me, now, it doesn't really matter so much what the reason is. There just needs to be a reason. And so when you say because it's important to me, it's kind of like saying, if it were you, I'd look because it's important to you, that kind of feeling. And then the last thing is, can I count on you for that? Now, when you say, can I count on you, and I'll just ask you, if I were to ask you, can I count on you? You naturally want to say yes, even though you don't really know what it is, even if I'm not saying anything specific. Why? Because we have this natural urge to be someone who can be counted on. That's something that is, it's kind of a character thing. It's, we want to be people who can be counted on. And so that is a very powerful script to have people look at your opportunity when they're a little bit hesitant. It takes away a little bit of the risk, and it just plays on, honestly, some of the human emotions that go on. With people. So, one last thing is people in many cases, they want to have you explain, like, tell me about it. Tell me what it is. And realize, this is just sales 101. Your enrollment ratio, your sales percentages, they're always going to be higher if you are face-to-face, if you're belly-to-belly, versus just trying to explain it over the phone. And so realize it works better if you set a face-to-face appointment. And if you start explaining it, that's you being a salesperson. And if you want them to, be part of the opportunity side, it's very important that you not be perceived as a salesperson, right? Because 95% of the people in the world do not like to sell. So if you're selling it over the phone, they think they're going to have to sell it over the phone. And since people don't want to sell, doesn't matter how great your opportunity is, they're very unlikely to say yes. Just giving you the psychology there. So here's what I started doing years ago. I'd say, John, it'd be like trying to give a haircut over the phone. It's impossible. Like trying to give a haircut over the phone, it's impossible. So when you say the word, it's impossible, it's important to say that, because if they ask you again, come on, can't you tell me what it is? You can say, dude, I just told you it's impossible. Now, I'm going to give you one other thing that my buddy John Herhold, he actually gave me this a couple years ago, and I think it's just really, really good. So you can follow it up to this. You can say, dude, I wouldn't be asking you to meet in person if I could explain it over the phone, would I? I wouldn't be asking you to meet in person if I could explain it over the phone, would I? So use those scripts. You may want to watch this video a couple times. I would definitely recommend that you share this with your team. You will see your invite numbers bump up dramatically when people understand a little bit of the psychology here and when they have these scripts. So definitely share this around, send this to your team and so forth. And if you are getting some value, definitely like it. Love to hear your comments below. Let me know what you like best about it in the comments. Always love to hear those. I read every single one every single time. And I've got a ton of other training videos over at mattmorris.com. In fact, I have a 5-day video series on how to go from amateur to professional in network marketing that have gotten just a ton of rave reviews. So thanks so much for tuning in. Let's go make life an adventure.